Hi there, my name is Valbona. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my videos. Today I'm going to talk about price breaking presentation, which is one of the parts when I present to my clients, one of the parts of comparative market analysis, part of the CMA. When I talk to my client and we decide about the pricing the property, so I want to make sure that we are going to sell the property for the highest market value, and also I want to make sure to attract the highest number of the qualified buyer, and they will choose our property instead of other properties that are in the market right now. So understanding the price breaking presentation, it is very important. We want, when it comes to the actual pricing the property, so we want to make sure that the property will go in be obvious choice to the biggest number of the buyers that are looking for buying a property at that time. So what do I mean by that? If, for example, I have a property that has a value between the $250,000 and $260,000, as an experienced real estate agent, I'm going to price this property $250,000. Not here, not in the middle, not to $260,000, not to the higher price, not to the lower price, nothing in the middle. So I'm going to price the property for $250,000. So this is the reason why. When a real estate agent that is representing a buyer, or even buyers themselves, that when they search on the internet, they use breaking prices. For example, always referring to this property, which the value might be somewhere between $240,000 to $260,000. So as a real estate agent, I am asking or I'm searching for properties with this range. $200,000 to $250,000. Or I'm going to search, when I know that the buyers has more budget, I'm going to search for properties between $250,000 and $300,000. All right? So my property will be included in both ranges because I have my selling price is going to be here. So even when I have buyers that their limit is to $250,000, even when I have buyers that their limit is to $300,000, my property will show up in this bracketing pricing and also in this breaking pricing. So it is very important when we price the property correctly, and we do not, for example, in this case, I would not like to price the property $249,900 or let's say $259,999. All right? Because if I have this price, I'm going to show up, my property will show up only in this research from the real estate agents or from the buyers themselves. And if I have this price, so my property won't show in the second part of the range. So we want to make sure that I have the biggest number of qualified buyers and that my property will show and would be the obvious choice in comparison to the other properties that are in the market. So number 2 is active listing analysis. So this is another part of the CMA which is going to help us to better give a selling price to our property. So what are the active listings? Active listings basically are the competitors. They are actives that just came on the market or they have been there for 1, 2, 3 or more days on the market, and so we use those listings to compare those with our property because the goal is that we want to be the obvious choice of the buyers that would love to move and buy in the area where the property is located. So by having the active listings, we compare the features, we compare the benefits and the price of these properties to our property. And we would like to stand out and to be the best choice of our buyers in comparison to all the properties that are in the market right now for sale. Alright, the other part is pending listing analysis. So what are the pending listings? So pending listings are those properties that they already got an offer. They are under contract. And how we analyze those listings or pending listings is the way that shows us what are the features that buyers like the most, and what is their price range, and how much they are willing to pay for the properties in this location. When it comes to pending listings, the information we get from them is days on the market, for how soon those properties are sold. Right? So what are the features that make those properties sell faster, or maybe they took longer and stayed longer in the market? All right? And the fourth one is sold listing analysis. So what are sold listings? So as the name shows, so those are properties that are sold. Usually when I do the comparative market analysis, I go, because we are in a very rapid selling market, in a seller market, I just go 3 to 4 months back, but we can go to 1 year or 6 months back, and we can find out information about sold listings. So beside everything that I mentioned above, that shows how much buyers are willing to pay in this area, what are the features they like, what are the qualities of the properties what type of properties they are willing to pay in this location. But those sold listings will help us to also sign the best property selling price of our property, because these are the listings where the appraisal they will focus to, and they will take into the account when they come to appraise our property. Of course, when the buyers are getting a mortgage, and this is not the case of the appraisal when the buyer is just a cash buyer. So to sum up, we spoke today about 4 parts of the CMA, which the first one is pricing bracket presentation. And we explained why it is important not to use those $999 at the end of the price when we price a property. The second, we spoke about the active listing analysis, how they help which are basically the competitors, and how we analyze them in our favor. We also talk about pending listings, which are listings that already are under contract and they got an offer. And we also spoke about sold listing analysis, which basically are the listings that will show us exactly how much the buyers that love to live in that area or in that location are willing to pay, what are the features they like the most, and also these are the properties or the selling price that the appraisals will gonna base their values and all their property value when it comes when the buyer is getting a mortgage for the lender. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you soon in the next video.